Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if this is the first time you're tuning in. Today I just thought I'll do a little video about how I'm revising for these upcoming January exams and then throw in a couple of study tips. But again, like with revision, everything is different for different people, so maybe some of my tips might be useful. Personally, I'm a note taker. I love taking notes. So in the lectures, I'll just like take my notes on my laptop, and then so the lecture comes like as a PowerPoint or PDF form, and I usually take my laptop and just edit the PowerPoint in lecture so that when then I come to revise it, like now, I have the PowerPoint and then I can like refer to the book if I want to, or if I'm feeling, motivated. I would refer to the book and then just match basically what I was looking at in the lecture, add a few extra bits in the book if I want to, but then I also make notes on paper, like in a notebook. One of the lecturers was just like, oh, don't rewrite the lectures, blah 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 blah, but I won't say I rewrite the lectures. I summarize it, and I find that the process of writing it down is quite useful for me to remember the information. So I mean, just find out what works for you. If note taking is your thing, then do it. If you prefer to just read, and some people do, some people genuinely just like read, they absorb it, and then they're like, okay, I'm good. Read, absorb, I'm good, that kind of thing. If you're that kind of person, then so be it. When your fire alarm starts going off, I don't think there's a fire, but I might be burning food. Crisis averted. The next thing I would say is try and make your revision as interactive as you can, and also use your talents. So some of you guys are musically inclined, some of you are artistic. Like, have you seen some of the amazing illustrations that people do in their notes? Like, it's insane. I personally can't draw. I mean, I do try, but I just it's not my talent. I have some drawings, not one of them. So if you can do them, that's great. That's a way to engage your revision in something that you enjoy doing. If you like playing instruments, then you could like play something, make a song that goes with whatever you're learning. And what I genuinely believe in subliminal learning, or learning by diffusion. Like on the side of my wall, I don't know if you can just see a little bit of it, I have Postit notes. You probably can't. Postit notes of something we're supposed to learn, and I knew like I was not gonna sit down and try and learn all 20 amino acids, their 3-letter name and their 1-letter name. Like, I wasn't gonna sit down and do it. So I thought, let me just write them down, put them on the wall. I'm in this room literally most of my time, so yeah, hopefully it goes in every time I walk in. The door's there every time I walk in. I subliminally see it, and subliminally it goes in. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And yeah, just making your notes interactive to you. Some of the things that I do also is I might just add a little question in my notes that I wrote so that I can go find it out. Even if I know the answer, I might just add the question if it was something that I struggled with, just to re-engage myself and basically look back on the stuff that I struggled with. It's like revision within the revision. Amazing. I will say also that with regards to note taking, I really try and do it contemporaneously. Like, if I have a lecture, I would try and recap it the next day after the lecture or within that week, so that I'm not really far behind and really bogged down. Some of my modules I did well with it this semester, some I didn't. So hopefully next semester I'll be on that. I'll be working, trying to just stay on top of the work, because it builds up so quickly. Like, one lecture for me is equivalent to a module. Genuinely, like, so much work. So you don't want to let it get behind or let it build up. So I would say do your notes contemporaneously. The next thing that I'm trying to do, maybe doing a bit too much of, is sleep well, eat well. I don't know about eat well. I've been eating a lot of like pizza and sweets and stuff. But sleep well, I've been doing a lot of sleeping. Don't know if it's a good thing. But just because you have to look after yourself, really, you're not going to do well in an exam if your body is tired. So you have to look after your body so your body can look after you. Also, I'm a big lister. Like, I love making lists. I would write a list for anything. So for me, especially during revision time, I make a list of all the lectures that I need to go over. I made a list like just after we finished, as we started this Christmas break, which is, okay, let's talk about this. In America, they get to do their exams before Christmas. For us, even like from A levels, your exams are in January, so that whole Christmas break is not really Christmas break, it's just all like revision. So hard times. We have the short end of the stick. Anyway, saying that, I have really enjoyed the time because I was able to catch up. I was so behind. I was able to catch up on the lectures and stuff that I'd left. So yeah, about lists. List the things that you want to do. That's what I do. And then it feels so good when you've done something and you get to just cross it off the list. Done. Such a satisfying feeling. So, and also with regards to lists, if you don't write stuff down, you might forget it. You might, you know, once something is on paper, once you've physically made the effort to write it down, it's like you're gonna try even harder to do it, I think. That's why I love lists. So, big fan of those. And I guess my last thing would be take care of yourself, do stuff that you enjoy. So you can't be revising 24/7. There's no way you're gonna absorb things 24/7. Like, take a break, go for a walk, go watch a show, play a game for an hour. Like, don't procrastinate, but take a little bit of time out, take your eyes away from your revision, and then come back to it an hour later, 2 hours later, feeling a bit fresher. And also, if you're feeling overwhelmed, speak to someone, because 9 times out of 10, one of your classmates, one of your peers is going to be going through the same kind of feelings, you know, having that a similar experience. And it's just nice to talk to people, so don't isolate yourself too. Not everyone is super buddy and has 200 friends, but I'm sure you have a person to call or talk to. You can talk to me. You can comment below if you're feeling overwhelmed and you just need some support. Comment below. I'll give you some encouraging words, although I'm not a psychologist, so please, nothing deep. So yeah, that's it from me. My first exam is in less than a week, and I'm sat here filming a video instead of revising. I don't know. We'll see when the results come whether or not this was a good idea. Alright, take care, guys. Mentioned before about my wall of lists of post-it notes. This is it. And then it's like amino acid. So yeah, non-polar, blah 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 blah. So they want us to remember the name of the amino acid, the little e's, whether or not it's essential. It's 3-letter name, it's 1-letter name, lol. So that's mostly amino acids and some other notes in there as well. And I was saying about my, look at this lack of artistic talent. Like, there's not a single artistic bone in my body, genuinely. But this is what I mean about like notes. I'll do a lecture and then just come back to it. Those supposed to be a cell, and that's supposed to be the nucleus. Then those are supposed to be granules. Oh my god, if we talk about my lack of talent with regards to art, is hilarious. But I enjoy trying. I think it's the trying that counts. And I also I feel like writing the stuff down helps sink it in for me. So yeah.